What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the College Football Cheat Code Podcast. I'm your host, Mateo, and today we got a special podcast for my co-host, Alvin. Alvin, how are you doing, man?
Oh man, I'm chilling. I'm doing fantastic. For y'all who don't know me, you probably don't. I'm Calvin, former collegiate athlete. I played forever. I'm ancient. I'm Unk. I played for 7 years, and now I'm here helping out my boy Teo. And I'm excited to be here, man. I'm excited to be here.
Yes, sir. We're happy to have you, man. And of course, we got Louisville wide receiver and Vanderbilt transfer wide receiver Tre Richardson. Tre, how are you, man? Tre was one of the best receivers in the SEC this past year, tallying 46 catches, 807 yards, and 7 touchdowns for the Commodores.
What up, man? I feel good. Glad to be on here. Ready to get this popping.
Oh yeah, man, we're happy to have you. So get into our first question here. Calvin, you got one?
Oh yeah. Of course. Let me pull up my beautiful bag of tricks. See what we got here. I ain't gonna ask them questions. That's gonna be towards the end. I got a little special something for them. So who's the best DB that you've gone against at any level? And what made him different? And don't tell me nobody can guard you. We know that. We know nobody can guard you, so don't even do that. Who's the guy?
Who's the guy, the best DB I've ever went against? There's a couple great DBs I went against. First one, my guy Jaquez. He's probably one of the best DBs I've played against. He's just physical and he's fast, so he likes to keep up with everybody. Another good DB I went against. Mansour is pretty good too. Played at LSU. Yeah, he was pretty good when going against him. He gave me a good matchup. And then lastly, I'll say best. Like he's probably top one or two. Scoot. He came from West Virginia this past year. Number 8. Those probably my top 3 DBs I've went against. But a lot of DBs are good. Like my guys are he's pretty good, but those are probably the best 3 I went against consistently.
Oh yeah, I mean all three of those guys are, great players, obviously, and Sort of Lane, greatest of the bunch right there, got drafted 6th overall to the Chiefs this year. Yeah, top end talent for sure. What I really wanted to key into onto this podcast, because you've obviously you've played in the JUCOs, the D2s, SEC, and now ACC. What's something about JUCO football and like that lower level of football that most people at a Power 5 level wouldn't understand in terms of the fandom of the people?
I would say the grind. You don't got much at JUCOs. You don't got no food for real, like no food spots you want to go to. There's not many stores, so you got to live with what you got. Like at Hutch, we had maybe like 6 restaurants, 2 stores. So it's really just football and back to your dorm, football, go eat somewhere, football. That's really it. So it makes you want to hurry up and get out of there as fast as you can.
Oh yeah, and we've seen that with you, but we've also seen that with Calvin here, with his time at LA Tech and Northwest Missouri. He knows that better than anybody.
Oh God, there's nothing in Maryville to do. Nothing in Maryville, but yeah, a lot of guys. I think in JUCO, I think that's what really garners some of the best players. A lot of people don't know because it puts that chip on your shoulder. I didn't go JUCO, but I understand that a lot of people in JUCO, they're some dogs because a lot of people can't do it. A lot of people who came straight to P5, G5, FBS, FCS, whatever the case may be, a lot of them can't do JUCO because it is some of the hardest stuff. The weight room may not be some of the best. I know some guys that had to work out in apartment gyms. It's crazy the amount of stuff over there that goes on. But you're a testament to how good JUCO can be, and then getting out of there and the success. And shit, glad you made it out, made it this far.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, Yeah, Trey's been doing really well now. Yeah, with Louisville, like I mean, obviously Jeff Brohm brings a very, interesting offense. And now with, they're losing Miller Moss and Chris Bell to the draft. Now that they have a new personnel in there with yourself and Lincoln Keenholes, where do you guys think you're gonna I think you guys can, shoot for the stars this year. Um how big of a factor do you think you're gonna play into that? Because I mean, we know your capabilities. And I think you guys can really, you know, like I said before, shoot for the stars. So
I would say bringing Lincoln in for starters was a great decision. I think all our quarterbacks are great, exceptional at what they do. So, like, if for say he went down, we have another guy who can step up to the plate and deliver the same amount. And then with me, I feel like bringing in my speed, explosiveness is going to help our offense excel. Like, yeah, we lost Chris Bell, but we gained me and Lorraine McCoy, and then Trayshawn came back for another year. So I feel like our offense, even Jackson Voth, we have a great receiver core. And then with our tight end Jalil, Brody,
oh yeah,
Justin
bro.
Reed, we have a great tight end room, receiver room. Our running back room is exceptional. So I feel like our offense should be dynamic and explosive this year.
Oh yeah, I agree. Like I really liked the addition of Marquise Davis to really help out Isaac Brown as well. Um, like y'all just really got an explosive offense in general. Like I'm
Yeah.
really excited to see what you guys can do. Um,
Well, I guess piggybacking off the JUCO question, you've been in every level so far, right? JUCO, D2, SEC, now the ACC. What level is the hardest?
JUCO.
JUCO. Yeah,
I
I
would
knew
say
you were gonna say that.
JUCO is probably the hardest defenses I had to play against because they're trying to make it out. So everybody's headhunting, everybody's trying their hardest every play, no matter what the circumstance is. So I would say JUCO overall is probably the best players I played against is JUCO.
You think you would still say that, considering like how much you've developed, like where you're now? If you put yourself right now back then, would that question still be the same answer?
Yeah, I feel like JUCO is the hardest place to play in. Like the only difference between JUCO and SEC, ACC, and all that is you got way more fans watching you at
Mm-hmm.
them big stages. But
oh
competition wise, JUCO has some of the best comp because it's people who supposed to be D1 they just didn't have grades or they just didn't have the offers they wanted. So I'd say JUCO probably still is the best overall.
I agree with that for sure.
Yeah,
Because you have to think like
definitely agree with that.
you got camera. Well, I mean, you definitely see it now, Trey, but you definitely have cameras in your face all the time. So like
Yeah.
versus like back then, I'm gonna assume it wasn't nearly at least to the same circumstance. Uh, yeah, it's something that that's really distinguishes those levels of football. Um, and I think piggybacking off of that as well, I had another question that I thought was really interesting. Like what I mean, JUCO you say is the hardest place to hardest level to play in, but what's actually the hardest or loudest environment you played in at any level, and why is that? To be honest.
I don't know. It's like a four-way tie between because I've never played in a stadium with more than 20,000 people before last year. So my first away game was Virginia Tech. That they went crazy. Like we hear them yelling, and we ain't even walked out yet. And it's 100,000. It's 100,000 people just looking at you and don't like you just because you're on the opposite team right now.
Oh yeah, and they
So
play
they were loud.
in.
We went to South Carolina at night. That was crazy. But overall, I'm gonna have to give it to Texas just because they scored the first play of the game. Everybody seen it. It never got quiet after that play. Like, you couldn't even hear yourself think.
Yeah,
It
when
was
Ryan
loud.
Wingo hosts that screen pass. Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember that.
yeah. So that was probably the loudest thing I've ever heard in my life. And then Tennessee, they just don't like Vandy, so they were loud. It's 100,000 people just yelling at you. But Texas overall is probably was the loudest I played this year.
I can see that. I can see that for sure. Especially like Tennessee just here in the Rocky Top, just the whole way through. And then like with Texas and in the South, it's rambunctious as hell. Like you hearing people just tell you things like Stadium Pulse. That's a real thing.
It was
Like,
real. But Alabama was loud too, though. Alabama was loud, but it wasn't as loud as Texas and Tennessee.
yeah, it's a different world. You got 100,000 people all in a sea of orange. Like it's crazy. Yeah. I feel you on that one. And I'll tell you what, let's have some fun with this. Because I know I've been let's have some fun. I'm gonna ask some fun questions for you. Actually, this one might bring up PTSD. I don't know. What's worse, winter workouts or summer workouts?
You wanna know something crazy? I've never participated in winter workouts.
No, for real?
Yeah,
What you got going on, man?
I've never been in winter or spring ball, so I'm gonna have to say summer workouts. I've never been in spring ball. I've never participated in spring ball.
Dang, you never participated in winter? Oh man, that's crazy. That's crazy. Winter workouts are that's another beast. You're a lucky man. you a lucky you're a lucky man. All right. Who's the funniest teammate that you've had so far? And if you have a story as to what made them so funny.
My funniest teammate. I didn't have a lot of teammates. I don't know. Everybody just funny. I find everything funny, so anybody's funny to me.
I see that with you, bro.
But my funniest teammate actually Diego Pavia. He's the funniest guy I've ever met.
I knew he was gonna say that, man.
Read the story that made him hilarious is he told us the story of him peeing on New Mexico's logo before they played him, and then it got posted nationally, so everybody knew he did it. So it was so funny.
Bro,
yeah, he's probably the funniest guy I've ever met.
Nah, bro, that dude is wild, man. At least from all the stories I hear, I don't know him, but man, that guy definitely seems wild. That's definitely a Diego Pavia story right there. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Let's see. Start, bench, cut.
All right.
A slant, a go ball, and a comeback.
Starting a go ball, obviously.
Yeah.
I'm benching a comeback and I'm cutting the slant.
Why we cutting the slant, man?
Why not? It's out of those three, I just gotta cut it. It's not me. It's me, but it ain't me out of them three. I like the comeback. It just ain't better than a go ball.
I know about that one firsthand. Like, thanks for that 150 yards you put up on us. Shout out. Start, bench, cut. SEC, ACC, or JUCO?
I've yet to play in the ACC, so I'm gonna have to cut it.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm a bench in the SEC, and I'm starting JUCO.
Yep. Hey. Staying true to his thing. Staying true to his word.
Like to see that.
Start, bench, cut. Speed, route running, or hands?
I'm really interested to hear this one.
I'm cutting route running.
Okay.
I'm benching hands and I'm starting speed. If you're fast, you don't need to really run a route. You just got to get by who you need to get by. And if you can catch it, you good.
Oh, yeah. That was my whole thought process, too, because, like, if you can catch, I mean, the rest of the traits don't matter that much.
So you catch a little bit.
But if you can run past everyone, then you're an immediate factor, which is exactly what you are. That's definitely the biggest trait in your game.
Yeah.
Real burner.
That's
and I think and on top of that, I feel like that only helps, Coach Jeff's offense because, like, I mean, they already had so many explosive playmakers this past year. And now the fact that they're, adding you into that mix, like, it's really gonna really going to help Lincoln Keenels thrive in that pocket. So,
Yeah.
Come on, tell you what you got for him. I got more fun questions. You want me to fire off the fun questions?
yeah, I mean, I got something specifically with, your time at Louisville so far, because you transferred back in January, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, sure, obviously you've gotten to know some of the guys by now, but who's one guy that you've, really enjoyed playing with so far and really developed a connection with at Louisville?
I probably got I'm cool with everybody on the team, but I'm closer with some receivers. Obviously, I'm in the receiver, but really, uh, Briggs, Cherry, Davin, all the quarterbacks. I'm close with all the quarterbacks. But the main guy I'm closest to is Jackson Volf. Him and Lil probably like the two guys that I've talked to the most out of the receiver room, and Trayshawn. I talked to all the receivers really, so really the whole receiver room I talked to the most. But Jackson is probably the main one I talked to because we came from the same state, so we just clicked instantly.
Oh yeah, I mean that always goes a long way. Having like that one connection that you kind of like not more so grew up with, but like really understands the situation where you came from, and like you can really conversate and connect on that, and that translates on and off the field, as you have definitely seen before. So
Yeah,
Calvin's definitely seen the same thing with his guys in Louisiana.
Hey, man. Just going to get to the point to where you're the OG of the room. That's it. Are you the unk of the room yet?
nope. Trayshawn Hurry older than me by like 4 or 5 months, so I
That's
ain't
the OG
oldest.
of the room? That's the
Yep.
OG?
I'm right after him, but I ain't the oldest.
Yeah, you going to get unk soon. Huh. Don't worry
Nah,
about
I ain't gonna get Unk. By the time I get Unk, there's older people in the league than me.
it.
I ain't gonna reach Unk for another 18 years.
The little new recruits going to come up and call you unk. Going to be on your skin a little bit. I know it all too well, man. I know it all too well. Let's see. What's one thing that people assume about you that's completely wrong?
I'm a talkative person. I don't talk. I just sit in the back of the room and listen to everybody. I don't talk. Quiet as can be.
He came up with. You see how fast he came up with that answer? That was. Well, you must
When
get down a
anybody
lot.
asks me what's something they don't know about you, I don't be talking to people for real. Like, I'm not a talkative person.
So what you do? You go home. You hop on the game.
Yeah, I'll be on
Yeah,
the game every day.
go out and ball. That's how it should be, man.
Yeah, go out and ball. Hop
Yeah.
on the game. What is everything? 2K, NCAA, Madden.
No, I'm not a fan of Madden, but
Yeah, who is?
NCAA and 2K, yeah.
NCAA 2K. You excited to play with how you say that without saying pause? To play with your character in the game. There we go.
Yeah, I did last year. They gotta up my speed and stuff though this year though.
What they got it at?
Like a 91, something like that.
What you want it at? 99?
99. What you mean?
that we can get behind.
Yeah, we can get behind 99. I can definitely see that for sure. You good at the game, or you just telling me?
Well, everybody want to try to join me, man.
All right.
I'm elite.
You got that badge? You got that badge on the game?
I got everything.
Look, I won't test
off the spot.
Everybody be trying to pull up on me, man. I be nah. Only can play with the homies. I can't play with everybody.
I won't test them. I'm trash at the games now, man. I'm trash.
I play too much to be trash.
Let's run threes later.
Just give me the ball.
Hey, look, I'm passing him the ball. I'm gonna just stay in the corner. I'll pop a 3-ball every now and then.
Hey, you got to be 40 for a reason, man. Just give me the ball.
Yeah, we give him
that screen, man.
Yeah, be the rebound chaser. Yes, sir. Be the rebound chaser, Teo. Shit, NCAA. Look, I ain't gonna try you in that either.
Oh, yeah,
I'm just a franchise guy. I just want to rebuild the team. That's all I want to do. I don't want to play nobody. I don't want to play nobody. I'm not there yet. We might have to do that. We might have to do a CFCC tournament out of all the guys that we interview. Think you gonna win that one?
I'd win. Yes.
All right. See, watch. Now watch this, Mateo. The next guy we have on here, watch. He gonna say the same thing, and he gonna win. We're gonna see. We're gonna put it to the test. Let's see.
Like
we will.
It do be like that. You're right. If you wasn't playing football, what would you be doing? And don't say the game either, because you just told us you'd be on the game.
like just no sports in general, or just another sport?
Yeah, like if you was just
football is your
normal
passion.
season.
If football is your passion, but football wasn't a thing, like what would you be doing? Like
probably doing baseball or basketball.
Baseball, basketball.
Yeah,
Okay.
baseball is the second sport I played when I was like 5 in Louisiana. I played baseball a lot.
All right. Okay. Shout out Louisiana. Where at in Louisiana?
I'm from Monroe, but I grew up in Lake Charles.
Oh, that boy, he ain't from Louisiana, y'all. He from South Arkansas, East Texas. That boy from East Texas. That boy from Monroe and Lake Charles. Dang, man. All right. Hey, talk to me about your time in Louisiana, man.
It wasn't nothing really but track and baseball. That's all I did. Track, baseball, football, year round. And then moved to Kansas when I was like, I don't even know. I think I was 10, 11. And I stayed there ever since. So really, there ain't really much to it down there besides sports only.
Yeah. Sports and fields of corn and all that.
Mm-hmm.
So I was going to ask, like, and fishing. I mean, we do that here too. So, like, but I was going to ask if that was a bit of a culture shock for you, like going up to the Midwest. But sounds like it wasn't. Like, it's just
it's just delayed. Being in the Midwest, like delayed. Everybody got year-round sports and year-round football. We done so like you only got one season to do what you got to do, then hop into the next sport, then hop to the next sport. That's the only thing I really like about the Midwest.
Oh yeah, in that sense, it's so versatile and there's so much going on. So, I got a good question, and Calvin, brought it up to me before, but like, when you get ready for a game, like, do you have a specific pregame routine that you do to like, get you right before the game, or like, just like you got any superstitions, pregame ritual, like anything of that sort? Like you got a handshake with a teammate. I mean, obviously it's a bit different now because you've been you're on a new team, but like,
well, last year at least, before every game, I see my mom. We do our little handshake. I see my son. Then once I go in the locker room, I come out. They got these little glasses that like flash and blink, or help you like work on catching. I do that for like 20 minutes. Go inside, get ready for early outs, whatever. Then really, I'm just chilling, listening to Rod Wave until it's time to play for real.
By the way, I was going to ask if you're one of those guys that has to be like, I need to play like a young boy.
Nah,
I play like a Rod Wave for the game.
I gotta play Rod Wave. You feel heartbroken, you play better, so you gotta listen to Rod Wave before the game.
Hey, that's the first I've heard that one. If you're heartbroken, you
play better.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna have to try that. I ain't gonna cap. I'm gonna try that.
I'm telling you, if you feel like you just got your heart, but now you got to play good to shut them up and show them that they missed that. So now you just got to play Rod Wave and make you feel like you got heartbroken.
So why you can't do the same thing if you out there listening to Young Boy or something?
That's not turning me up.
Angry. You make you feel angry.
Nah, that's not me.
Okay.
I stick to what I know.
See, this is what I was talking about. Look, there's many different ways. People listen to Chris Brown pregame. Some people listen to gospel. Young Boy, like, okay. I'm all right. I'm gonna have to try
Oh,
that.
and then there's
Though.
those guys that listen to like that 2010 white girl music. Like
That's every now and then. I throw it in there, but it's really my
throw it
Rod
in
Wave
there.
playlist. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the go-to Rod Wave song?
Mm.
Oh, he got too many. Look.
Yeah, it's too many of them. But
He
my
got too many.
go-to, his song 25, Bachelor, and The Greatest. Probably my three go-to right there.
That's actually a pretty solid 3. I ain't gonna lie. That's after Ribbon in the Sky. That will make me feel like I gotta cry. Ribbon in the Sky.
Nah. I mess with it, but nah, it's not on my top 3 though. Really though, 2 of those that I named not even on my top 3. He just ain't dropped his new album for me to put the other 2 in there. It's really his new album that's gonna have my top 10 right there.
He says top 10 gonna be the new Rod Wave album.
It is. You just gotta have it unreleased. I got all his unreleased, and then once he drop it, it's over with.
Gonna be listening to that before every game.
Yeah, nah, he need to drop it before the season though.
Shit, I hope you do, because I ain't gonna lie. I like me a little bit of Rod Wave every now and then. I ain't gonna lie to you. You do something to your nervous system, You just feel like a little calm, like calm before the storm a little bit. But
yeah.
Oh, that's like me with Drake, man. Like up north, we listen to so much Drake. I'm from Canada, actually, Trey. If you didn't know, but yeah, we listen to so much Drake up here, and that's what we really mess with up here.
Man, that's your boy, man. The boy is on 6. That's y'all. I got that out there in the 6. Let's see. I think this one is going to be my last question. And I feel like it could be the most introspective and deep one, depending on who you are. But what motivates you more? Proving people wrong or proving people right? Or proving yourself right. I said that wrong. What motivates you more? Proving people wrong or proving yourself right?
To me, I feel like they go together because I'm proving myself right by proving them wrong. Like for example, this year, like there's a lot to prove wrong because when I left Vandy, I got all these messages about I'm gonna be trash, or I wasn't gonna get drafted, or this and that. And that's what my wallpaper is. My wallpaper is all the messages people ever said about me, all the messages they talk about. Like they got a countdown about my first game, like because I play in Nashville. Like there's a Vandy countdown waiting for me to play and wanting me to do bad. I've never seen that before.
Oh yeah, that's gotta be absolutely surreal for you because yeah, going back to Nashville after you just left there and you're playing against an SEC opponent in the conference that you just played in, like yeah, that's gotta feel crazy for you.
Yeah, so they got all there's a whole little panel, group chat, whatever they want to call it, about waiting for me to do bad. So I'm really just waiting on that first game to shut all of them up. So I say they go hand in hand because that's what I'm waiting on.
So what's the stat line for that first game?
I don't know, but I'm getting it. I'm scoring. I need at least 100 a game. I'm going for 100 yards plus the game.
I think you'll get it. I can definitely see it. For sure. For sure.
But I for sure got to
what you
score
get.
back in Nashville.
Oh yeah,
Hell yeah, 100%.
back where you
100%.
Just Ole Miss is
No
second.
question.
I mean, they're solid, but I mean, I think you got that. You got that in the bag. Like,
Oh yeah, for sure.
That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing to Trey, man. That ain't nothing to him. But I like that though, man. I like that. You got a wallpaper with all that stuff. I like that. That's pretty fire. Tell what you got for him, man?
I mean, going back to like that, like kind of like that deeper question. Like, have you ever had a moment in your career where you kind of felt like everything was on the line, and you thought that like, maybe, well, obviously you love football, but like maybe just was there ever a chance in you, maybe quitting football and maybe you thought you weren't going to get to where you were today kind of thing?
So when I left JUCO, I went to Toledo for a semester. Then I had my son, but me and my BM was getting into it, and she moved to a different state. So I quit football for like a month or two just to go be a dad. And I wasn't gonna play football again until my mom like gave me a talk like you want him to watch you grow up and play and let him know he can do anything he wants to do in life. And that's how I really got back into it. And that's why I went D2 to Washburn for that year before going back up to the SEC and ACC now.
Hell yeah, man. That's a blessing right there, man.
Yeah.
Absolute blessing. It sounds like you have a really good support system around you, and that's always needed in this game, especially as athletes. That's one of the things that a lot of people don't understand. Just those, everybody kind of looks at athletes like statistics and numbers, and especially with gambling going on now, it's just you got to get, 50 yards for this guy, and then they're giving you threats or whatever. So it's good that you got a good support system like that and that you find your way through all that, man. Big ups to you.
Yeah, it sounds like your family's like, really big motivators for you as they are for most people. But yeah, like that's a really good story, man. I mean, it's the reason why I am actually still like studying sport management, because there's thinking about for a while thinking like, was it really going to work for me? And I always knew like this is dead set, like this is what I wanted to do. But and now I'm doing strong, so it's just great. That's how I met Calvin. That's how I'm talking to you right now. So
yeah, man, we all gonna make it out. Tre, man, thank you for coming through, bro. Never thought I'd see your face again. I had to see it way too much in film back in 2024, but that's just the way life works, man. Appreciate you for coming through, bro. Talking to us. It's been amazing. Good luck to you for this season, man. We're gonna be looking out for you. 1,200 yards, 15 touchdowns incoming. We already know what time it is, what the business is. So
Melinda-Koff finalist.
She gotta be.
Yeah. But yeah,
appreciate it. Shit. Thanks for y'all having me though, for sure.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah. I'm gonna end up.
Sign us out, Teo.
Yes, sir. It was great having you both. Catch us out on the College Football Cheat Code podcast on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok. It's great having you, Tre.
Tre, plug yourself, man. Plug yourself. You got anything you want to say to the people? You got socials? You got something coming out like a book or something?
But I got my merch. My merch gonna drop on my Instagram though within the next week or so, man.
All right.
Instagram is Tre, TRE _Richardson 2.
Yes, sir. Y'all better go check that out.
Yeah, go cop that merch, man. Get at it early. Before the future Melinda-Koff winner, right? Go ahead, get your merch. It's gonna be worth a whole lot of money in a few. Get on the wave. support Tre. You're a good dude. So
get on the wave. You'll hear this man's name called in Washington next year. Believe that.
Thanks.
Yes, sir.
Let's go.